From News 3 Now, this is breaking news.
And you're taking a live look at New York after a jury finds former President Donald Trump guilty on all 34 counts in his New York hush money trial. Trump becomes the first former president to be convicted of a felony. The jury deliberated for more than 11 hours before reaching that verdict this afternoon. Trump charged with falsifying business records in connection with money his former fixer, Michael Cohen, had paid adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter. Prosecutors argued that Trump reimbursed Cohen but disguised the payments as legal expenses, amounting to a criminal scheme to corrupt the election. The story then broke about the hush money payoff in January 2018 in the Wall Street Journal. Trump maintains this trial, like his other criminal indictments, is politically motivated and that he has done nothing wrong.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here.
The jury was comprised of 7 men and 5 women. It included 2 lawyers as well as a teacher and a speech therapist. The prosecution and defense agreed on setting sentencing for July 11th, which is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. As much of the nation looks on, it's really in a handful of states where this election in November will be decided, and that, of course, includes battleground Wisconsin. News 3 Now's Armand Rahman live at the Capitol with local reaction to this verdict tonight. Armand?
Yeah, Eric, the news of the guilty verdict was really just reaching Capitol Square when I got here, but being so unprecedented, of course, people did have their varying opinions. A Republican man in town for work who I spoke with says that even though he is not thrilled with Trump as his party's candidate, he will not vote for Joe Biden in the November election. Meanwhile, I was the first to deliver the news to a group of young people, young Madisonians who were walking around the Capitol here, and they cheered when they got that news. Here's what both sides had to say.
And I think he should be charged for everything he's done, and hopefully he goes to jail. And on top of that, I think the candidates we have in America right now, it's really just the lesser of 2 evils.
I'm a little disappointed. As a Republican, my concern, like I mentioned earlier, is I think I'm not sure Trump got a fair trial.
Now, as you said, Eric, this is a battleground state for Wisconsin. Both sides, while that man was sure he'll be voting for Trump in the election, the young people said they're still trying to decide how that's going to go for them come November. And both sides say they will be watching as the sentencing comes down in July. For now, live on Capitol Square, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Right now, several political figures are reacting to this historic verdict. Shortly after it was read, Wisconsin GOP Chair Brian Schimming held a news conference at the Capitol. Schimming called the verdict a national embarrassment and ridiculous.
They had to make this conviction happen today because they will lose the election if they don't. And the American people know it. And that's the trouble now the Democrats will have, is they have to go to the people of this country and say, we're willing to weaponize judges, juries, prosecutors, because we can't beat Donald Trump otherwise.
Schimming also says he believes the verdict will help Trump by strengthening the Republican base and sway independent voters. And on News 3 Now at 5 tonight, Marquette Law School poll director, political expert Charles Franklin joined us in studio discussing the impact this historic verdict will have come November. And now with all 34 counts unanimous, how the jury came to the decision.
All 34 counts.
Yeah.
You could easily imagine some and not others, but it was all 34, all of them unanimous, all beyond a reasonable doubt. That is a really strong decision by the jury.
And in the most recent Marquette Law School poll released earlier this month, voters were asked about the impact of a potential verdict. If guilty, it was +4 President Biden. If not guilty, it was +6 for former President Trump. Well, stay up to date on the verdict of former President Donald Trump on channel3000.com and with the News 3 Now app. With it, you'll have the latest breaking news, both locally and nationally, at your fingertips. You can find it in your app store for free. Just search News 3 Now. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will be in Wisconsin tomorrow. The latest visit from the Biden campaign as the election season continues to heat up. According to a White House press release, Dr. Biden will stop in Milwaukee to give a speech, but details on the visit beyond that are currently sparse. The last time she visited the state was in the beginning of March. Next at 6, a fire in Evansville leaves one home destroyed, one family displaced today. Our Maddie Heimsch has more on the relief and recovery efforts after this fire.
According to the Evansville Community Fire District, the fire started in the garage before traveling into the living area and up to the attic. The family was able to safely exit the home, according to a neighbor. That neighbor says he spoke to the family briefly as they escaped the home Wednesday night.
I could smell a faint smell of something burning, and, it's not uncommon. People have fires, right? It was nice out. So I kind of looked outside and I looked in the backyard, and it looked kind of hazy more than normal. And I came around just to that back corner, and I saw smoke and a flame shoot out the garage window.
The American Red Cross is now assisting the family with housing and other immediate needs, as the house has been deemed inhabitable. The nonprofit offers resources focused on rebuilds, financial repairs, and emotional recovery. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but officials say at this time the cause is not considered suspicious. Reporting in Evansville, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
We'll talk about being in the right place at the right time. Firefighters from Johnson Creek putting out 2 fires on I-94 on Tuesday within a matter of minutes. Crews were called to mile marker 270 just after 11 in the morning, and there they found a vehicle fully engulfed. Now, after they had put out that fire, a pickup truck hauling a trailer approached the scene with heavy smoke coming from the back. The firefighters quickly put out that second fire, limiting the damage to just the trailer. Officials have identified the victim in Tuesday's deadly crash in downtown Madison. Dane County Medical Examiner identifying 74-year-old Michelle Learmonth. The crash happened just afternoon on East Washington Avenue near North Patterson. She was transported to a local hospital after the crash, but later died there from injuries sustained. The cause remains under investigation. Well, the sunny and quiet weather continues for now. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Enjoying the patio. A pleasant day out there, Alex.
Yes, indeed, Eric. A beautiful evening to be out on the patio. Makes me kind of want to do Maine weather out here, but I'll come back inside for Maine weather. It's gorgeous, as I mentioned. Temperatures right around 70 degrees across much of southern Wisconsin. Blue skies out here, too. We had a few fair weather cumulus clouds and now just a couple of cirrus clouds. So those clouds will be increasing as we go into Friday, even though it will be dry, and those clouds will eventually lead to some shower and storm chances Friday night going into Saturday morning. 80-degree weather in the forecast. Those are the 3 biggies that you need to know in the forecast. We also have alert day conditions for Monday, so that'd be a 4th, but we'll talk more about that in Maine weather. 71 here in Madison, 72 in Janesville, 73 to the north in Wisconsin Dells. We got a 74 further to the north in Camp Douglas, and how about a 72 in Platteville right now. Across Dane County, 73 to the west in Middleton, 72 to the southeast down towards Edgerton and Stoughton. It's a gorgeous evening. Temperatures dipping down into, well, let's say about 60 when you join us for our 10 o'clock newscast. We probably leave the windows open till that point in time. It's going to be a bit on the cooler side tonight, but we got a warm weekend ahead. Shower and storm chances Saturday morning and maybe a late evening storm Sunday. It's those late evening storms that transitions us towards an alert day Monday. What that is all about, I have all the answers and details in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. The city of Middleton is removing brush from recent storms. The city is also now working to remove larger logs. Residents are asked to place brush along the street with the least amount of traffic for crew safety as well. Limbs or branches must not exceed 6 inches in diameter. The brush must be placed parallel to the curb with all cut ends pointing to the right as you face the street. Once that brush is clear, the city will begin to address those larger logs. For now, they can be stacked along the terrace, but they will likely be sitting there for quite some time. The 115th Fighter Wing conducting training flights. Well, tonight and tomorrow, area residents might see and they will hear the F-35 jets between 8 and 10 p.m. National Guard says that while training flights usually take place during the day, the pilots and maintenance personnel are required to conduct some nighttime trainings in order to be prepared. Pilots will follow flight paths meant to cut down on the noise for those in the area. Happening now, the Madison Police Department holding a training they say is designed to save lives in an active shooter situation. It's called the Civilian Response to Active Shooter Events, or CRACE. Officers will present cases and strategies and offer realistic equipment which can be used. The training is from now to 9 p.m. and coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10, Braden Ross gives us a look at the training and how it could help prevent future tragedies. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, while you'll be spending a little more on orange juice at your grocery store. Plus, as it becomes more expensive to retire, more Americans are looking to do so abroad. What you need to know before making that leap. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
A biker must always be on alert. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We'll fight for the compensation you deserve. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard and get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love. Like this sunshade rocker, just $59.99. A Milwaukee brushless drill driver kit, $99. This DeWalt battery combo pack, only $149. Plus, a Blaine's gift card makes the perfect Father's Day gift.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Steinhaffel's biggest Memorial Day sale has been extended. Save up to $1,000 on closeouts and amazing bonus buys like this dining table, now $399. A Queen Beauty Rest mattress, $399. Or this sofa bonus buy priced at only $499. A queen bed, also $499. Get all this and more for low monthly payments when you take advantage of Steinhaffel's 36-month 0% financing. Our biggest Memorial Day sale ever, only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. More than 1 million portable bed rails are being recalled after 2 deaths were reported. That recall involves 2 models of Bed Assist Bar adult portable bed rails. The products pose a risk of entrapment and asphyxia because users can become trapped within the rail and or between the rail and mattress. The rails were sold online through Medline's website and also retailers like Amazon, Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens. Anyone with the recalled item should stop using it immediately and contact Medline for a refund. Orange juice prices are on the rise. The Department of Agriculture's April forecast predicted a harvest of 18.8 million boxes this season. The outlook was more optimistic in the initial October estimate, but it's still 19% higher than last season. However, inventory is still too low. Juice inventories in the U.S. were down 13% at the beginning of the season. Well, over the last 30 years, the number of Americans looking to settle outside the United States has tripled. That is according to a 2024 Monmouth University poll. The number of Social Security recipients living outside of the country increased from 307,000 in 2008 to more than 450,000 in 2022, leading some countries to ease visa requirements to attract foreign retirees. Jennifer Stevens of International Living says expats can find a range of benefits in overseas retirement.
Pace of life can be a lot slower in a lot of other countries than it is in the United States. That because the cost of healthcare is so much lower in a lot of other countries, people have the flexibility to sort of, breathe a sigh of relief and relax.
But getting to the simple life can be a little complicated. AARP suggests people really think about things like estate planning, currency, taxes, and their investments before they make that leap. And if you can get through the administrative hassle, make sure to keep an open mind. Coming up, where you'll be able to listen to some free concerts in Madison this summer, plus the Wisconsin DNR emphasizing the importance of invasive species prevention. That's just ahead. And how the weather's looking for the weekend ahead. Alex returns. He'll have his complete forecast after a short break.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean is an exterior paint and primer in one, formulated to resist dirt, weather, and fading. A gallon starts at $34.48 after rebate. Maximize your curb appeal with Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion, hide, and performance. Available in over 800 one-coat colors. It's designed to work for you. Pick up a gallon for $47.87 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says This one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The Wisconsin DNR is looking to crack down on invasive species in the state this year. According to Wisconsin's invasive species law, a species is considered invasive if it has the potential to cause harm to an ecosystem. News 3 Now photojournalist Lance Height met up with the DNR to find out how you can help take action.
This is Olson Oakwood State Natural Area. It's also partly owned by the Madison Area School District, School Forest. Invasive plants under the law are defined as things that are non-native, so they're not from here originally, they're not thought to be here pre-settlement, and they cause harm, whether that's economically, ecologically, or environmentally, or even some of them pose risks to human health as well. They can crowd out native species, and a lot of them don't provide the same kind of habitat or food that native pollinators or native wildlife need. Herbaceous species, hand-pulling them or just preventing them from going to flower are ways to control them. So here's an example of Dame's Rocket, which is a really common invasive plant. It's a mustard, so it has 4 petals, kind of these lance-shaped leaves. And you'll see them in moist, shady areas and roadsides as well. And so you just give it a tug and pull it out. And that's one of the great ways to control it. Dame's Rocket has 4 petals. We do have some native species of things like phlox that will have 5 petals. For woody species, yeah, prescribed fire or cutting them and treating stumps with herbicide. A way to identify the buckthorns is they have these veins that come up towards the tip from the middle of the leaf. If there was a whole bunch of buckthorn, for example, or garlic mustard, you wouldn't see the variety of plants that we have here. So here are some Solomon seal. I know there are some geraniums out and about. Yeah, here's one. It's almost always a community effort. It takes a lot of time and energy to control invasive species. If you work together with a group or you have some really great partners like the department has, you can really make a huge difference. And you can see that in this woodland here.
Well, some things they suggest to slow the spread of invasive species: cleaning gear after being outdoors, volunteer with the DNR, and consider helping native pollinators outcompete those invasive species. Well, Madison's Lunchtime Live concert series returns to the Capitol Square. The free concerts will be held on select Tuesdays on the King Street Walkway this summer. The first performance is this coming Tuesday. Chairs will be available, but you can also just bring your blankets and lawn chairs. We have a list of dates and performers at channel3000.com. Nice weather to end the week. Alex joins us once again again. Here's his complete forecast.
Very nice indeed, Eric. Actually, this is some of the nicest weather we've had all year, in my opinion. The winds are calm outside, sunny skies, temperatures still right around 70 degrees here at 6 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, a nice time yet to go out for a stroll, and even at 10 o'clock. As you join us for our 10 p.m. newscast, you might be able to still have the windows open at 10 o'clock, but you will want to shut them. I'll mention why here in just a moment. We got 71 here in Madison, 73 in Middleton, 72 in Waunakee, and how about a 72 to the south in Oregon. A little bit warmer off towards the west, 75 in Boscobel. Cooler off towards the east. We get the lake breeze that comes off of Lake Michigan, causing cooler temperatures, and those temperatures tonight will be a little bit cooler from Madison and points towards the east. Madison and points towards the west will be a little bit warmer, and here's the reason why. Cloud cover. If we can keep the clouds away from Madison and points to the east, we might even be a little bit cooler. But if we can get the clouds to stream in, these would be high, thin cirrus clouds, we might end up being in the upper 40s to near 50, as they will be over portions of southwestern Wisconsin to start off your Friday. It's all about those clouds. They can help hold in that heat, or they let that heat go out to space. As we move later into Friday afternoon and evening, clouds fill in, but temperatures will respond nicely. We'll be in the upper 70s, some places near 80. Watching a frontal system as we go later Friday night going into Saturday. A couple scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms during this time frame. A lot of places are going to stay dry. We are not expecting severe weather with this line of showers and storms, and it actually comes through, this front comes through late Saturday morning, early afternoon, and that's not an optimal time to have severe weather. Saturday will be a pretty nice day overall. Again, just dodging one or two of those showers and isolated storms going through Saturday. Then we track another wet weather system Sunday going on into Monday. Some of those storms could be on the stronger side, and we're going to break down alert day conditions in just a moment. Flashback to 2004, total amount of rain in the month of May in 2004, near 11 inches, and we're at 5.51 inches here at the airport right now. That makes this the 18th rainiest May on record at this point in time. We'll add just a tiny bit more to that. Showers and thunderstorms could go severe on Monday. We are tracking the possibility of alert day conditions, so we'll go for alert day on Monday to give you that first heads up that could be an impactful day across southern Wisconsin. Not expecting it at this point in time to be quite as impactful as what occurred on this very date back in 1998 at derecho, a big, strong, high-end wind event roaring across Wisconsin over the course of 3 hours. Recorded wind gusts clocked at Watertown at 128 miles per hour during the wee hours of the morning. This all started from one little lone supercell in the state of South Dakota hours prior, and then blew up into this big complex of storms that raced across the area. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Saturday. A lot of places will stay dry. We will look at nighttime storm chances increasing Sunday night, and that will take us into alert day Monday with warm temperatures expected next week.
And coming up in sports, the Black Friday Badgers. The last time Wisconsin played the day after Thanksgiving, and other schedule news is next on News 3 Now.
First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ride a chip.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feltco.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 Best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
You may not know what to make of Eric Hovde, but if you're getting older or have a loved one who is, Eric Hovde has a plan for you. Eric Hovde thinks people living in nursing homes should not have the right to vote. That's right.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Stripping seniors of the right to vote? Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
We're around 3 months away from the Badgers kicking off year 2 of the Luke Fickell era, and the 2024 campaign will begin under the lights at Camp Randall. Wisconsin will host Western Michigan on Friday, August 30th for an 8 o'clock kick. The following week, they'll host South Dakota at 2:30, Bama's at 11, and the battle for the Axe will kick off at 11 on Black Friday. And you can watch that game right here on News 3 Now. The last time UW played on Black Friday was back in 2005 at Hawaii. Well, next week, Wisconsin will be sending 6 athletes out to Tracktown, USA, otherwise known as Eugene, Oregon, to compete in the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships. And for most of the Badgers, they've ran, jumped, and thrown on the big stage before. But for freshman Andrew Casey, who qualified in the 800, this is a brand new experience for him.
You know, just like a year ago, I was running at the Minnesota State track meet, and now I find myself going to the national meet for NCAA. So at first it was just a goal to make it to Big Tens, but it's really exciting.
I mean, the whole season's sort of been leading towards this one moment, but at the same time, like, all we're doing is running. It's the same, like, we've raced so many times, like, it's the same sort of deal as every other race. But yeah, this one carries more weight.
Layla Edwards has done more in her 2 years at Wisconsin than most could do in a lifetime. She's won a national title. She won a gold medal on the world stage and recently was named the Bob Allen Player of the Year, which is given to the top American female skater. Edwards is the 6th Badger to receive the honor, joining the likes of Hillary Knight, who won it twice, Megan Duggan, and more recently, Caroline Harvey. And the Brewers wrapping up their 4-game series with Craig Counsell and the Cubbies. Tied at 4 in the 8th, and Gary Sanchez bangs a 2-run shot to center for what would be the game winner. Crew take 3 of 4 from the Cubbies, and now we have a 5.5-game lead on them in the standings. Not bad.
Very good series for those fellas. And final check of the forecast.
Yeah, everything we need here in our forecast is in this 10-day. Nice Friday, watching some showers and storms Friday night and Saturday. Better chances for storms Sunday night going into Monday, where we will be tracking alert day condition possibilities.
All right, Alex, thanks. Thanks for joining us at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight at 10.